Hey folks, this is Vagrant. Welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West. In the last video, we came up here and we did things, and things were cool. And we found this old... Well, actually, what we saw was the rebels killing the Zenith woman. And then all coincidentally dying as well. And now we're going to go into this big old pit. Remember, there was an asset or something, and we don't really know what it is, but we're going to assume... It has
some kind
something
of
to do.
Old world ruin.
The big old pit.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Aletheia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
Maybe. Buddy, maybe. Yeah. Wait, I wonder if I'm meant to come down here. Loot? Loot? No loot. It's a sad, sad day for hiccups everywhere. Have a little poke around first, because there's a little chesticle over here. An ancient valuables box worth about 40 shards. Although it's not like I need them anymore. As
Looks
I keep
like
saying.
some kind of data center.
The more I
Might
say
be
it,
able to access the facility
the higher the
systems
chance
from
I'll
that
be
console.
poor very, very soon, or things will get super expensive. But my limitation really has been machine parts, or my desire to not really upgrade or buy things, because I'm being very specific about what I waste my stuff on, I suppose. That's probably been the main thing. What is this? What are you?
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed.
That definitely looks like a Zenith one. It also looks like a weapon from Final Fantasy. Get out of the way.
This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Aletheia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably.
Oh.
But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
Must be something else. Something cool. Like a dinosaur.
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Listen, buddy, I didn't ask for the attitude. There's always something to blow up, alright? Ye of little faith. Just lots of shiny things. I mean, do I go this way? Do I go the other way? Go upstairs first, but downstairs is looking pretty tempting. One of these ways will be blocked, and it'll be the other way that we need to go. Ain't this one. Oh, man, right, okay, bear with me. We have to... Upstairs seems to be the right way to go, so obviously we have to go check out this. Also, I really need to spend my skill points. I've got 10 skill points that are doing nothing right now. Maybe why do these both feel like the right way to go? I find that very disconcerting. Maybe they loop around on each other? I think they do, actually. I don't know what I'm waiting for with my skill points, but yet I'm still not spending them.
This place is huge.
Bloody Nora.
Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
He thinks there's something a little bit more than loyalty there, Aloy. I don't think he's particularly subtle about it either. The way he acts around Aloy is very typical that he's into her. And he's frustrated that she doesn't feel the same way, kind of thing. That's why he gets so annoyed when she has to go do her own thing, and he gets a bit petty about it, because people do stupid things when they're in love. Can't say I blame him. Aloy's, she's a
Access
hottie.
the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
And also very, you know, self-possessed and confident and intelligent and all those other good things, and funny and blah 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 blah. I do not have a crush on a video game character. Leave me alone. Beep boop beep boop.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
What?
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
I should check the log. That's good. I would not have thought to do that. Where's the distress signal? Assume it's up here. That'll be down here, wouldn't it? Distress signal. 237. Beware. Okay, this seems like an intelligent thing to do. I'm gonna try something else. Can I do this? I'm not picking 69
Maybe this one.
because I'm a bad person. Okay, but because I saw it on that list there.
Nothing.
I was wondering if maybe there's others that we can do basically.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number.
237? So it's the one that isn't listed? Spooky. Very spooky. Oh my god, it's like the Matrix. Is there another clone? Looks like another clone.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Spit. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsiness. They are ruthless, and they have Aletheia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed. Oh, this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
So she's...
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy. Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
Two of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl on the clone.
Okay. How do you want me to prepare? I crafted some arrows. I feel ready. I don't know. What does preparation mean in this context?
Here it comes!
Oh! Oh! Hello!
Ooh, ugly one, aren't you?
Right, I don't care that it's a new entry. I need to see what it's weak against, Aloy. God damn!
Okay, better. I should scan that thing. See if it
Already
has any
did.
weak spots.
Already did.
Oh! Ugh!
Pop breaker.
That thing's quick.
Is it quick enough though? I'm probably. I get the feeling there's not tons I can knock off it straight away. Need to weaken some of this armor first. That thing. Oh, the tail. Let's acid it back up. Damn it, I tried to roll under it. The good thing is, the acid, look at that damage. Oof. The acid just makes it so you eat through that armor, no problem. I think you basically do normal damage on armor, rather than reduced. I'd like to pop the tail off, but I'm not gonna worry too much about the specifics, you know?
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
That's okay. I think it's the only thing in the game that's not meant to represent a creature. I mean, maybe it's meant to be some form of
Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
single. Oh no, Aaron! I said in the last video that someone might die. Aaron, run, run! It's not like Aaron to stay in cover, is it? Really? I mean, it could be like a little microbial arthropod of some description or something like that, but it doesn't. It definitely doesn't look like any typical creature.
Aloy!
Aaron!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
I'm on my way.
That
78,
doesn't sound
85.
right. I gotta get to Aaron.
Aaron! He's a pain in the ass. I don't want him to die though. What? Run! Run! Run!
Aaron, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
Fight!
Covered in an acid.
I'm there.
Ugh. Thank you.
Aloy, can you hit this thing with acid?
You want to pay attention to what I've already done there? Can you hit this thing with acid? Yes, I could hit this thing with acid.
Yeah. It's done.
Hit that like an absolute truck. Acid is my favourite one for sure. He's okay.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon.
Of course, it'll have cooled down by
If
now.
I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
Get some wood. I wonder if it's just a plasma weapon, or if we're going to make a specific weapon that destroys shields, or... Let's find out.
no. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing.
I wonder.
I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. Errand? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
'Cause there's two of me now.
Right, there's two of you now. At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying.
Right, okay. I wonder if we're going to have like a Doctor Who situation here. You know where Rose Tyler went off with the alternate world doctor? I wonder if that could happen.
What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
No promises. Anyways, oh, new items?
Aloy, there are more supplies in the chest.
Whoa.
Help yourself.
I wonder if this just stacks up every time I do something major, you know?
Aloy, you're back.
Yeah.
Hey, you just talked to
I'm
me.
just, checking up on how everyone's doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe. What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again.
It's interesting that they've got... She mentioned that Varzinif already have what? They've got Artemis, and they've got Eleuthia, and they've got... one and the others we're not going after. So I'm assuming at some point we'll actually make Gaia whole again. We'll be able to take those sub-functions back from them, and then we'd have all of them, basically.
Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line.
What I'm also curious about is I've heard already that they're planning to make Horizon some huge franchise, basically. I don't think these games are stopping anytime soon. They're going to run it into the ground, essentially. So, is something going to happen at the end of this one? Like, you know, if we get Gaia online, the world would be saved, the machines won't be trouble anymore. What's going to go wrong?
You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
So sleepy.
I need to get going.
May the land bloom in your steps.
I'll start saying that to people. From now on, that's how I end every greeting. Have you restocked for me? No. Shame. Right. What are you again?
Holograms. Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
Okay. What does it do? Is it anything? I think it's just general storage, right? Maybe this is filling up with data logs as we get more of them. I don't know. Doesn't seem to actually do anything.
Focus acting up again?
That's fine.
Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door.
Which door? This door? Oh!
Looks like Arendt and Catalo moved their stuff in.
Meh?
Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
How you doing, Catalo?
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, but I must ask. The woman Varl and Aaron brought in, she's related to you.
It's hard to explain. She's more of a copy.
Good. If she's anything like you, we've just gained reinforcements.
Maybe. You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there. Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Ikaro's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tenakth territory with that Karja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be worth dying for.
We need to sleep more.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regala's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
Okay, weird, because nothing new there.
I need to go.
On your way, then.
I like you, Catalo. You're a cool good dude. Now, no. Talk to Gaia, talk to Val, and the clone. Her name is Beta. It's the same name as the little baby velociraptor.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
Well, they'll struggle without Hades.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it?
They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit.
So it was them who sent the signal. That basically, that's what we dealt with for the entirety of the first game. That's what made Hades do his own haywire thing.
So you know about the extinction signal?
It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her.
Yeah, well, surprise. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them?
They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know.
Verbina's dead, though.
You mentioned the Zeniths set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age, too. How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach. Must have been frustrating. All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaia's fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single...
To a single location, of course not! You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing.
They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die.
Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help?
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry.
Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it
Aloy's
go?
not impressed.
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
I'm glad that she's not, like, literally identical to current Aloy, because, sure, she's genetically identical, but they've had immensely different upbringings, and part of it, and Aloy's upbringing, and her father figure, and everything else is part of what makes her who she is, right?
All kinds of messages back.
Hey, you and Aaron okay?
Nothing some rest can't take care of. Are you okay? This beta thing, it's a lot. Even for you.
Just trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough. If you need anything, just let me know.
I miss the beard.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else.
Oh, you.
How's everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
I see everyone settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here. Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Aaron to help find some. I think he'd rather stick his head into a snap mall.
Still, it's not a bad idea. Should liven up the place. I should get back to the wilds.
I'll keep an eye on Beta. Make sure she's comfortable.
Okay.
It's looking pretty homely. Alright, let's go talk to Gaia. This is a very talky episode. And which is totally okay, as I've said. But they've all been talky. I killed like 2 machines in the last 2 hours or something. I do kind of miss actually just straight up playing the game.
Welcome
We'll get
back.
there. Whoa, why have you changed my backdrop? Go on, Gaia.
Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Yeah, just what I was
Based on
thinking.
your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right.
Do I have to change armor just to
Thanks,
stop this?
So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't... I'm back, Gaia.
Oops.
Hello, Aloy. What would you like to discuss?
Just want to see if there's anything new.
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines.
So you could build an army of...
It is in my nature to human life, so yes, I could design, given the nature of the far zenith. I must admit, however, no matter how aggressive...
That's good.
Indeed.
Okay, I don't know what... There's nothing new to that one. Let's just go for this one.
So, I guess Beta's here to stay. I gave her a focus. Told her to talk to you to see if she can help. She's... not what I expected.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Someone more helpful, I guess. And less pessimistic.
It is true, she overestimated our progress. However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
I guess so.
Give her time. She may yet come around.
I'll be on my way.
I wish you safe travels.
Right. Okay, we now have 15 skill points. Level 31. A quest? Okay. Game, stop trying to make me sense. You don't spend skill points. That's nerd talk.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. It makes you want to punch something.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
You said you wanted to talk about the land gods?
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it, reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
That's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
I'll let you know when I get close to those Grimhorns.
Good. If we can get their control cores, maybe we really can heal the land gods.
Right, the second verse. Right, what are we doing with our lives? Okay, that's level 25, so we're leaving that for a little bit. We're going to do Breaking Even. We're going to work through the next main quest, level 22, so we're going to do this and this. And then we'll go do the Sea of Sands, is the general idea. I should really probably upgrade my Tanakh Vindicator. Is that the one I'm wearing, or is that the other one? I don't know, but Sunwing's not that hard to get, obviously. Spend some skill points, I suppose. No. 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 Kind of want those 2. Quiet movement. And low profile. I'm now a ninja. Potion proficiency. Yeah. And again, I don't use them often, but I'm starting to use them a little bit more. Low health melee, low health range, low health defense. Let's get those 2. That's quite good. 80. Whoa! That's actually insane. 80% damage when below 50% health. And minus 50% damage taken. That's going to keep me alive a lot. Hopefully. There we go. That was good. I've got some good skills there. Trapper is basically the only one I'm going to be ignoring, I'm pretty sure. I don't really care for traps. They can be taken very out of context. Right, next up, let's chill with the main quest stuff for a little bit. That's far too much of it for my liking. And let's go do some side stuff. So what am I... Where are the, They're not set them as quests. I thought I did. Oh, it's here. Bellowback, Skydrift, Snapmaw. How far away is that? Bloody miles away. Right, let's go to Campfire. You'll be fine, Aloy. I know you've kind of got an exposed midriff and everything, but you'll be fine! We could also go upgrade our pouches and stuff like that. You know, it wouldn't be hard to maybe upgrade a couple more. I don't feel it's super necessary right now.
I see you, champion.
You don't have anything, do you? I'll sell some stuff while I'm here. Do 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 do. Sell. Green. Green. I don't need two. Those, there we go. Because I need the shards, you know? Desperately need the shards, obviously. I finally just clear out this resource thing so I don't have to look at that anymore. It's making me very sad. God, I've murdered so many animals. Okay, looking good. Wow. Totally unnecessary. Save up, and then fast travel. We're going to go all the way down here. What's that? Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's grab that on the way. Why not, eh? Live the dream. So we're looking for bellowback sack webbing. I think that's the thing where I have to kill them without exploding their lower bits. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Don't super know how to put that. the vat, the vestibule, the. Just know that it hurts my heart to do that, little hornlet. I know you're dead, and that probably doesn't help you, but know that it hurts my soul a little bit to kill you because you're very cute. I only do it because I must. Oh, I know where I'm going to put my next skill points. Goddamn fancorns. I am miles away. You can't see me. Alright, you may think you can see me, but you can't see me. Last time I was here, I swear I could see these bellowbacks already. Where are they? All I see is fancorns.
Okay, then.
Quite nice, actually, running alongside them. I wish they wouldn't try to murder me. Boing! There are no bellowbacks in the bellowback spawning site. Am I crazy? Alright then, I guess we're moving on. I've got two here, that's cool. Wait, what's need to know? What level's that? I mean, it's level 25. We can definitely do it. I mean, basically, but the plan is to go and expressly work on side quests if they're the appropriate level. But if there's one like right in front of me, oh, there's a tall neck.
That Oseram camp Talon and I were trying to find should be around here.
If there's one like right in front of me, you know, that's gonna be. I may as well knock it out. You know what I mean? Nah, I mean. Tall neck. Tall strider. Tall boy.
Could be from a camp.
Could be from a camp.
Maybe I should check it out.
It's hard to say for sure.
The Oseram camp that Tanox told me about.
Maybe it is the Oseram camp. We'll never know, Aloy. Sorry. I get the feeling this was quite an early thing I could have
Now
done.
she's in the wilds, all alone. Forge knows all the things that could kill her out there.
Someone ran off?
Never got her name. Kept quiet. Couldn't tell if she was shy or scared. All I know is she didn't want anyone near her things.
That's for sure. I was just curious is all. She didn't have to slug me.
Your glass jaw ain't the problem, lugnut. The girl is. All alone in the bush. And this is Tanakh territory.
Which way did she go?
West, up the slope. Look for her if you can.
I will.
Careful now. The girl's maladjusted.
Your jaw will be maladjusted in a minute, buddy boy.
Looks like we have company.
Something nearby is sending that signal.
Friend.
Seemed like they were racing or
Hello, Rumor. There's a lot of you called Rumor. It's a very peculiar name.
I hear the Tanakh are fighting each other quite a bit these days. Some of them contain machines. Those you've got to be real careful of. We've seen a whole bunch of them setting up outposts around here. Spotted one just west of here. A few settled at the edge of the desert in the southwest. They even set up camp in the south. Really helps a fellow sleep at night.
Just make sure you steer clear of them.
Thanks, Rumor.
Those rebels are bad business. I'll keep an eye out for them while I'm out here. Are you lost?
Spark to steel. Aren't you a jewel in a junk heap?
Excuse me?
Hold the hammer? I know you. You're that Nora. The savior. My savior. Right in the nick of time. The name's Poor Guff Delvesman, chief delver and leader of Poor Guff's expeditioners and purveyors of fine delve wares.
What am I saving you from, exactly?
Death and despair, my steel flame friend. See, this grand expedition here has had a minor setback. Not far from here, there's a secret tunnel. A passage of the old ones, lost and then found. Me and half the crew came through first. The other half was supposed to follow right after. But days later, only one man turned up. Shivering like a frog in chill water. Only thing we got out of him was that death and darkness chased them as the tunnel collapsed. Died with his eyes wide, he did.
I've been to the tunnel's eastern side. The way was blocked by rubble. There was also a body. One of your delvers, I guess, but no sign of the rest of the crew.
Keep your voice down, will you? The rest of the crew's already spooked. They're refusing to press on with the delve until they're assured a way out of here.
You lost half your crew and you're worried about the delve.
We gotta make their sacrifice worth something, right? And besides, now that you're here, maybe our sand-stranded days are over. Help me get that tunnel reopened, and I'll cut you in on the delver's fee. What do you say?
There's everybody who says, oh, well, we've got to make their sacrifice count, they are inherently a terrible person.
So this camp, it's your base of operations?
What operations? The plan was to move further south once the rest of the expedition joined us. The delve is right out beyond those dunes. But now the crew refuses to budge until this tunnel mess gets sorted out. They've even given this place a name. Camp Nowhere. I think they're mocking me.
Yeah, I think they are. How did you learn about this secret tunnel?
The art of the delve, of course. A delver's only as good as his nose sense for good sights. All right, fine. I heard about 3 Osram who knew a way to bypass those bloodthirsty Tanakh. Tap the untouched delves of the West. So then I may have employed someone with the know-how for finding and following.
A spy.
Look, if the rumors are true, there's enough delving to employ a dozen operations. But someone has to take the first plunge, establish a base camp, set up a reliable supply route, guard the site against machines.
Figures the Osram would turn sand into shards, I guess.
Exactly.
Was there a Karja traveling with your expedition? A man by the name of Amatus?
We always pick up a few travelers on the road. A Kaja here, Banuk there. Never learn their names, though. They don't stick around long. But I have a scout who might know. Likes the whole getting to know people thing. He's right over there, chatting up that Kaja huntress. Don't remember her joining the delve either.
Thanks. What do you know about this area?
Well, north of here you got those vicious Tanakh. I heard rumor they drink blood instead of water. That's how they survive this wasteland. And south, it has it all. Death, desert, and the delve. Imagine, if you will, a vast grave of the old ones. Ruins of twisted metal concealed by the sands. All guarded by machines. So fierce that you'll wish you had a flock of glinthawks swooping down on you instead. Not even the Tenakth venture into the ruins' depths. Only the bravest explorers dare enter.
Like yourself.
Of course. Eventually.
It's a dramatic source, isn't he?
I'll see what I can do about the tunnel.
My savior.
For the crew trapped here with you, not your delve.
One and the same.
That it? Over there?
That it is. Oh, and while you're at it, would you mind keeping an eye out for my lockbox? The second crew was supposed to bring the rest of the supplies and belongings. I'd hate to lose it to the wilds. It was hand-carved by my dear old ma.
I'll bring it back if I find it.
I'd appreciate it. Good luck, Still Flame.
Those bristlebacks on the ridge were looking awfully ominous, aren't they? Glaring us down. Where is she? Hello!
Talana, glad to see you made it.
Thanks to the secret passage through your base. It was quite a sight.
Secret passage? Don't let the others hear you say that, or you'll have a lot of Oseram knocking at your door.
And you are?
This is Vagrant. He's a scout with this caravan. He says Amadis was here.
He joined up with our expedition right before we went through the tunnel. After we made camp here, I set out to do some scouting. I also made peace offerings to the Tenakth for trespassing in their territory. Amadis wanted me to ask around about some place called the Rot.
What did you find out?
Most I learned was that it's where the Tenakth took their prisoners. Somewhere far to the west near Thornmarsh, the Lowland clan's capital. He set out to find it not long after.
On his own?
I tried to warn him, but he was dead set on going.
What happened when you went through the tunnel?
Nothing. Our crew split into two groups to pass through. Everyone here was part of the first crossing. Aside from some pitch-black passages, it was quiet. Whatever befell the second group spared us. Steel Spark be praised.
I'm looking into it.
Much appreciated. A lot of us want to know what happened in there.
You must be boiling in that armor.
Did Amadis say anything about why he was heading to the Rot?
Afraid not. He was a man of few words.
Sounds like him. Did he look okay to you?
More or less. He seemed shaken when we learned the tunnel had collapsed behind us. But then again, so was everyone around here.
Seriously, it must be so hot.
So you're a scout for this crew? Anything I should know about the area?
Where to start? Down south we got a trio of Oseram trying to delve into the ruins in the sand.
There are more of you?
They're the ones we followed out here in the first place. And then there are all the other folk, who broke away as soon as we got to this side of the tunnel. Salvagers, explorers, all sorts of daring venturers.
Just how many of you were there?
Enough to lose track, that's for sure. I've also spotted some rebels a while back, too. Seems like they've been patrolling the desert. Heard all about the rebellion from the Tenakth up in Scalding Spear. That's the Desert Clan's capital, north of here.
Sounds like you've really gotten to know the area.
It's what I do.
Thanks, Vagrant. This has been helpful.
Hope you find him.
Okay, I'll head for Thornmarsh. Meet me there.
Hold on.
What?
You're willing to go to the ends of Tenakth territory to find this guy. No hesitation.
Of course, he's one man alone in the Forbidden West. I'm just worried about him.
I think it's more than that. I'll meet you near the lowland capital. But then, you're going to tell me who Amadis really is.
Fine. I'll lay low, north of the village. See you there.
I'm not going to see you for many hours, I'm afraid. You done? Wasn't there another quest over here? Or did I kind of include that in what I just did? I think so, I guess. Okay, well that was a lot of talking today. It really was. Next video, we're gonna grab the... Okay, what's this called? The spine break. That's Marsway. Yeah, we'll do this one first because it's right there, but we're gonna do both of those. I don't need bristol packs, do I? No. We'll grab the tall neck. We'll do that quest. We'll do the quest first. We'll grab the tall neck. Then we'll probably head west. Huh. It'd be good to connect these areas together. I think that'll obviously help. This is... so many quests. Oh, a lot of these are... yeah. We'll do... yeah, okay. We'll do things. Thanks for joining me. Cheers much as always. Bye-bye.